Always so good to hear, and just, I guess, a little bit of a note. And I just want to really thank Mark. Mark is going to be heading south for a little bit to go enjoy some warm weather. So, Mark will not be with us for a while. So, Mark, thank you so much for all that you give, for all that you do. Yeah. And I'm also going to ask if we could together, as a church family, as a collaboration of people, and we know that where two or more are gathered, we can do some pretty amazing things. And unfortunately, there's been some things that have happened, and what I'd really like to do is just take a minute with all of us, putting some concentrated energy towards what happened in all the people that were affected by what happened down in New Orleans. And also, just for anybody that knew Phyllis and Roger, unfortunately, Roger passed away yesterday, unexpectedly. And so, what I would like to do is spend just a few minutes together as a family in prayer and send our healing, loving energy, everything that you got, in sending them. So, if you just join me for a moment, we're just going to close our eyes. And I just want you to imagine this beautiful white light inside of your heart. We all have it. Don't worry, you cannot screw this up. It's something that we can do something with. And I want you to imagine this white light inside of your heart growing. And I want you to imagine it getting bigger. And now it's bigger than your heart, and it's starting to go inside of all of your body. So now it's inside of all of your body. And now I want you to imagine it going outside of your body to where there's this bubble of white light surrounding you. And this white light is your love. And now what I want you to imagine is this light joins everybody else's light in this room. Remember, where two or more are gathered. And so now we've got this big ball of white light. And I just want you to imagine this white light coming out of your heart. And now we're going to send it down to New Orleans. All the people and everything that was involved, we send our love. I want you to imagine that entire city, that entire state being surrounded by this white light. And I want you to imagine this love going in and offering love, offering healing, whatever's needed. And just hold those people in your thoughts and in your prayers as we go throughout our day. And now what I want you to imagine is our beloved Phyllis and Roger. I want you to take this light, surround them both. And I want you to imagine them in whatever thoughts or words that you have, whether it's I love you, whether it's I pray for you, whether it's I'm sorry, whether it's I'm happy for you. Just imagine them both receiving this white light as we wish Roger happy trails, my friend. Thank you for your light. Thank you for your love. Thank you for everything that you've given us. You are and will continue to be an amazing blessing. We are so thankful for you. And to Phyllis, we just offer all the love and the support that we can as we hold her as well. And to just know that this light has its own magic. It knows exactly what to do. All we need to do is offer it. And then when you're ready, you can come back to the room and open your eyes. How many people by chance happened to see the sunrise this morning? Did anybody else see that amazing sunrise? So I'm on my way driving in down the freeway, and all of a sudden, I'm telling you, this was like nothing I've ever seen before. I tried to get a picture so you could see it, but it just didn't work. But the thing that was amazing, can you put it up there? Oh, wow. Can you get it? There you go. It's right there. Stop. Oh, thank you so much, Jim, for doing that. I'm telling you, and I've never seen anything like this. It was incredible. It was like there's the sun, and I've never seen this thing shooting out of it, and my entire body started to tingle. And the feeling or the sensation I had, like what Spirit was trying to tell me, is there's going to be an amazing year. It is. And I know sometimes, especially if you're struggling or having a hard time, you may not see that, you may not believe it, and it's okay if you don't. But I'm telling you, I think this year is going to be magical. I think there is going to be things that happen for each and every one of you in your own way, depending on what you're working on, depending on what's going on in your life. And I think that we as a human consciousness are in the process of shifting. I've shared that with you before, but I really do believe that. But even on an individual basis, this shared with me, get ready. Are you ready? Because it's coming. everything that we've hoped for, everything that we've dreamed of, everything that is happening inside of us, the work that we're doing, even if you're brand new to this work, it doesn't matter. I honestly feel like what's happening is there's been a veil that's been lifted. And so therefore what's happening is we are able to connect with that part of ourselves in our soul and with the divine and with God. And that veil is getting crystal thin, very thin. And as a result of it, what happens is we become more connected, not only to ourselves, but the divine. And not only do we get connected, but then we also get to really remember, more importantly, we get to really feel who and what we are, which is the divine, incarnated in this body. But instead of there being this massive separation, and more importantly, the belief in the separation, my belief is that it's going to start to go away for you as well. And as a result of it, you're finally going to be able to start walking around and going, oh, wait a minute, I'm loved? No matter what? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, you mean I'm not separate from God? I'm actually God incarnate in this body? Yes. You mean I can actually go out and be a powerful creator and not be a victim? Yes. Do you mean I can actually start living my life and not be a victim anymore? Yeah. And I just think this year is going to be magical. And while, yes, there's sadness, and yes, there's going to be grief, I think that there's going to be an opportunity for us that we have never, ever have had before. And so my hope is that as we go through this morning, we are actually going to go through a process that I'm super excited to share with you. Some of you have been through it. It's called the Burning Bowl. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. But whether you're here for the very first time or whether you've been here 1,000 times, I'm really going to invite you into considering, what if what I am saying is true? What if you were able to go, I'm going to slide over here and actually believe what Mike is saying. I'm actually going to stand in this space in my power and take it back and claim my own sovereignty and start showing up like a powerful divine being that I am. How would your life look differently? What would that feel like to you? Would it feel different? I would say for most of us, including me, it probably would feel a little bit different because, hey, I'm like you. There's no difference between me and you. None. We're all connected. We're all the same. What does that mean? It means I'm living my life. And that means I have good days when I'm on top of the world and I'm sunshine and rainbows. And then I've got days when, not so much. But the more I can accept, the more I can play with, the more I can understand that really life is a gift, that everything is showing up, is work having me come together for my greatest growth, my greatest expansion, greatest understanding, that everything in life is a gift, even those things that don't feel so good. Because of why? Oh, I don't know, probably because on some level your soul is wanting to learn something. And if we could look at it as, instead of a punishment, as a gift. And then once we learn the lesson, guess what we get to do? Move on. We just get to move on, and we get to get on with our lives. So we don't have to sit in whatever it may be for weeks or months or years. We don't have to do that. That was never the plan, ever. For some reason, we believe that. Some of us believed it more than others. That was never the plan. You came down here, you knew exactly who and what you are. You knew exactly what you wanted to do. My belief personally is everybody that's sitting in this room and those that are yet to come, we're well aware that we are in the process of shifting consciousness on this planet, and every single person in this room raised your hand and said, I'm ready. I want to come down here. I'm signing up, and I want to be part of the crew that's going to help everybody else that's going to need help to make this transition. You knew that. I know you did. And it's okay if you don't remember, because I'm going to tell you, you're about to remember. Spoiler alert. But I really do believe that. I do believe we're getting ready to shift. And I do believe that people are going to need people to hold them as they make this transition. And I believe everybody that's inside of this building is going to be part of that. You already are. Sorry. But not really. You know what you're getting yourself into. And so even if you're struggling right in this moment, Even if it's not crystal clear and rainbows, what I'm telling you is that you needed to go through what you needed to go through to finally figure out who and what you are. And sometimes that's a little bit bumpy. That's a little bumpy. That's okay too, because the beautiful part about being in community is, guess what? We get to hold each other. Because guess what? You're not always going to be on the mountaintop. And guess what? You're not always going to be in the valley. And guess what? You're probably somewhere in between, one or the other. And the beautiful part is when we have people that are on the mountaintops, go see them and get a hug from them. Or when you're in the valley, go see the people that are on the mountaintops. That's what I wanted to say. So having said that, I think 2025 is going to be magical. I think there's going to be incredible things that happen. I think that as a community and as a family, we're going to continue to grow. And I think people are going to start coming in these doors like we have never seen. Why? It's time. It's time. It's showtime, folks. It really is. So I'm glad you're here. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I'm just incredibly blessed to be able to do this thing with all the people, and everything else in here is just an incredible, incredible gift.
Hey, it's Reverend Mike here. I just wanted to stop for a moment before you get on with your day, and thank you so much for spending time with us this morning. It means the world to us, and I just wanted to let you know if there's anything that we can do to make your experience even better, please do not hesitate to reach out by going to our website. I also wanted to offer you the opportunity for us to get together and sit down so I could get to know you a little bit better and answer any questions that you have. I can either do that by either getting together in person, have a cup of coffee, or we can meet online via Zoom. If you're interested, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can reach me at michael@courage2thrive.com. And lastly, if you find these messages are helping you, we would be tremendously grateful if you'd consider donating to the center. The best and the easiest way to do that is simple. Just go to our website. Again, thank you so much. Hope you have a great day. Hope you're doing well. God bless, and we hope to see you soon. Bye-bye now.